2 weeks ago, Judge Shabazz ruled that this plant has been in violation of the Clean Air Act for the last 5 years.
Well, there are a number of pollutants that are emitted from coal-fired power plants. They're one of the dirtiest pollution sources in the country. They're, in addition to the global warming pollution, which is huge from a coal-fired power plant, the Charter Street plant also emits from burning coal, also emits fine particles, nitrogen oxides, sulfur oxides, carbon monoxide, mercury, beryllium, and a handful of other hazardous metals into the air.
Today marks a great day for folks in Madison and folks across the state of Wisconsin in terms of air pollution from our coal-fired power plants. Today the Sierra Club entered into a settlement with the University of Wisconsin and the State Department of Administration to clean up the coal plant that you see behind me. We've been in litigation with the University of Wisconsin for a little over a year now, and working with them for 3 years to try to find plans to clean up this old, outdated coal-fired power plant that has no modern pollution controls on it. Today we entered into a settlement that requires this plant to reduce the amount of coal that it burns 15% on January 1st. So we will see immediate reductions in the amount of coal that's burned on the isthmus and the amount of air pollution we have in our air.
The implications of this case do stretch beyond Wisconsin. There are many similar situations at coal-fired plants, especially coal-fired power plants. And these types of violations have been found by the Environmental Protection Agency, who's brought lawsuits in several other cases. And those cases involve millions of dollars worth of changes at large coal-fired power plants. And what the judge found in this case is that even comparatively smaller projects at a coal-fired power plant run by the state violated the law, which should mean that those millions of dollars worth of changes at coal-fired power plants at utilities around the country are well outside of what the law allows.
The next thing that the settlement does is requires the university to follow a timeline to bring us the solution. The university will be working in cooperation with the city, the county, the state of Wisconsin, and Madison Gas and Electric to look at much cleaner fueled, much more efficient ways to power the isthmus and provide heat for the university and state-owned office buildings. Finally, what this settlement will do is require the state of Wisconsin to review all of its coal-fired power plants. The state's got over a dozen coal-fired power plants across Wisconsin, all of them outdated, none of them with modern pollution controls. The state will review all of those plants and start finding plans to clean them up or retire them in exchange for cleaner sources of power.
On these types of cases, the law can be a leveling force so that the case is decided on the facts and on the law and not on political contributions or political favoritism. And that's not always the case in other forums that impact environmental quality. And I would add that Sierra Club's volunteers spent a lot of time and effort and energy in helping with this case and many others both in Wisconsin and around the country. And without those volunteers and that support, these kind of cases wouldn't be possible.